Certainly, certainly. We're in a fluid security environment where every security intervention have gone digital and take place a central role in securing public spaces and all that comes with it. So I agree with the intervention of the government through the national draft CCTV policy that they must install CCTV in all public spaces. Of course it will, but I think the only concern that right defenders are raising, that the proposal is saying that while all business owners and premises in public spaces must install CCTV cameras to monitor for security purposes, all the feeds of those cameras must be directed to a national grid that is manned by government. What that implies to you and to me is that the government is able to monitor, or will be able to monitor, what I do in place of worship, in any public space, including hotels and lodgings, in the apartments and shopping malls. That can be considered so much intrusion. In fact, I was talking to Amnesty International Executive Director today, here in Irungu. They are raising fundamental questions insofar as how that policy, giving government sweeping powers to monitor my security movement in public spaces, how that will affect my privacy and how it can be used if the government marks a person X, for example, a journalist or any other person that they consider an irritant. They can use that policy to monitor that person. And most fundamentally, a component of that is if they include facial and even gait recognition systems. So they're able to use facial recognition systems and even the gait to monitor where you go and all that you do, and that is very dangerous unless there are appropriate data protection laws in place. There's much room for that unless there is a data protection framework that is put in place that is giving the government prior authorization that is independent and that is professional, but can also be interrogated, so that if the government chooses to monitor you or myself, they must go through a court order which gives them authority to monitor. Otherwise, if you implement the policy as it is right now without any improvement, the government will have sweeping powers even to clamp down even protesters like what we are seeing in Hong Kong right now.